this is Charan Sachar, and I like to share what's happening in the studio. I wanted to make this short video on chain plying, which is something I have struggled with, but at the same time, it's not that hard to do, but I always go through this hump as to, oh, if I get the twist right, or it might twist too much because there is so much hand movement and I'm adjusting my hands. So for that reason, I thought it would be good to document how I chain ply and share it with you guys. Chain plying, it starts with a loop and it's essentially making a big crochet chain like you can see in the video. The one thing which I really like doing is plying on my e-spinner, and I'm plying on my Daedalus Magpie, and you will be able to see the wheel and my setup of the bobbin further along. Right now, what I'm doing is actually just making a crochet chain essentially. I have set up my e-spinner at a very low speed, and that gives me enough time to make my chain loops and you know just get my yarn nice and stabilized and onto the bobbin. There is definitely not enough twist in this yarn. I'm just moving along and making my chain, really focusing on having good tension on all the three plies as they're coming along. So you can see I switch over my hand so that I can hold the three ends of the chain of the singles together like that, and then apply equal tension so I can get my ply evenly. However, there is not enough twist, which is fine because what happens is this is a two-stage process. First is just making this chain, crochet chain of your singles, and once I'm done making this crochet chain, I know my singles are lying well. I'm not struggling with having too much additional twist. It's definitely low twist, but what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to go ahead and add extra twist to the splied yarn, and I can stop whenever I want. Here you can see another angle of how my bobbin and my wheel are set up. So I just pick up my loop again and then start chain plying. You can see I'm avoiding any drag on the loop area in this by just pinching the loop with my other hand. You'll be able to see. I'll point it out right now. So here I'm pinching at that loop and then I pull my single out. It's hard to really photograph this and take a good video of because there is just so much movement going on. It's nice to have certain amount of tension on your lazy Kate, on your bobbin, on your lazy Kate, so that it just doesn't spin widely. And I really like this because you can really have, your legs are free with the e-spinner, and the Magpie just makes it so much more easier to do a whole lot of yarn. I don't have to have any breakage in it, and I can fill up the bobbin with several braids, all chain plied or even regular plied. And you can see when I need to stop this, I can just stop it, move my yarn guides, start it again, and it's again going at a pretty low speed. So in the process of me trying to reach to stop the wheel or change the yarn guide, I'm not adding a whole lot of extra twist, adjusting my hands or anything. Overall, it still has a very low twist. And the main reason for this is to fix the twist later on. And I'm using another pole of that yarn guide to kind of help adjust the tension as well. You can use something like that, not necessarily needed. And I also like to keep the bobbin close to the wheel. That helps a lot as well. And so I just continue doing this, and it's pretty simple, and you can really focus on having your colors together. That's the other advantage. You can make bigger loops or smaller loops, and here you can see how it looks like with a very low twist. You can see there is not a whole lot of twist in my plied yarn from the first pass that I did the chain ply, and now is when I'm going to correct the twist. And since my yarn is all together, I'm going to add that extra twist and get the right amount of twist in my yarn. So to test it out, I'll just pull a little bit of it out, and I do like that much of a twist back happening, so that looks good. I'm going to continue with the rest. You can see how the untwisted part is, which is out here, and this is how the twisted bit looks. So you can see a comparison of the two. So I'm getting that extra twist in to make it a much more balanced and rounder yarn. And here you can see the finished yarn. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and you can also follow me on Patreon.